The plot thickens. Surprise, surprise. My name is Michelle Riley. This all started several weeks ago, maybe a few months ago, when I learned about ballots that were not able to be counted in a previous election because of multiple notary mistakes here in the state of Alabama. And so, with the help of others, I made the decision to do a YouTube video to help educate Alabama notaries on how to correctly notarize the voter's signature on the affidavit envelope that comes with the ballot. And that went well. In fact, if you happen to be an Alabama notary watching this video about Maine, the state of Maine, you can find that live video, Alabama Notaries, on my channel, Notaries for Alabama. And if you aren't already a subscriber, I encourage you to subscribe. And you don't have to be an Alabama notary to be a subscriber. But anyhow, after I did the video for Alabama notaries, I said, I wonder if there are other states that have a notarization requirement for mail-in and absentee voting. And if so, wouldn't it be helpful if I just did a short video about each of those states as well? And so after doing Alabama, I did a video for Alaska. Now, Alaska does have a notarization requirement, but Alaska went on to say if the notary makes a mistake with the notarization, it will not cause the ballot to be rejected, as long as the notary's authority can be verified through official records. So, yay, go Alaska. So again, I did Alabama, then I did Alaska. I just completed one for California. Lo and behold, I thought they had a requirement. They used to have a requirement. They don't anymore. So I did a video about them not having the notarization requirement anymore. So I'm like, okay, so is Alabama the only state with the notarization requirement? And then I got to your state, the state of Maine. And initially, the resources indicated a very, very complex, convoluted process for voting absentee. Allow me just to share a small portion. It says the ballot must be completed, the ballot in the notary's presence, and there can be no communication between the voter and any other person regarding the voter's choices. Well, yeah. The voter must mark the ballot in a way that makes it impossible for anyone present to know how the voter voted. So I guess the voters got to cover it up and say, don't look. The voter must seal the ballot in the return envelope and complete the affidavit portion on the envelope in front of the notary. The notary must sign the witness portion of the affidavit. The notary cannot act as a witness if the notary is a candidate or the immediate family member of the candidate. The process to witness a special third-person absentee ballot is complex, full of detailed instructions that are found in the Maine Notary Public Handbook and Resource Guide. I'm going to show you that in a moment. So I'm reading from the Notary Bulletin that I love and adore, that is published by the National Notary Association. What's nice is the bulletin did include this footnote, and I didn't see it earlier. It says, because a lawsuit has been filed to remove the notary requirement before the November 2020 election, this information may be subject to change. Go NNA, National Notary Association, of which I am a member. And I am also one of their NNA notary ambassadors representing the state of Alabama. So that explains what I'm about to show you. If I can get my computer to behave. So again, I pulled up the State of Maine Notary Public Handbook and Resource Guide, and it repeated that litany that I just went through about hide it, don't let the notary see, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, I finally found a state's absentee voting law that is more complicated and convoluted than Alabama's. But for some reason, I kept looking. And where did I go next? I went to maine.gov. And by the way, I'm on the Secretary of State's website, maine.gov/SOS, shuckums, /CEC. Anyway, I'll include the link in the description below. And check it out. They've got a great step-by-step video on absentee voting in Maine. It's so easy. You either pick up the phone and ask for an absentee ballot, or you complete an application and send it in. Doesn't matter to them how you request it. They send it to you, you fill it out, you send it back. No notary requirement. Go Maine. There was something else. I also checked the Maine Secretary of State Notary Public Course of Study. No mention at all in here about the absentee ballot needing notarization. I'm proud of you, Maine. And I'm a little jealous of you, Maine notaries, just a little. I'm going to try my best to link this video somewhere in the comments for the main video or in the video description. It's really great for anyone who wants to know how to vote absentee in the 2024 general election. Take my hand off of that mouse before something pulls up that I don't want to pull up. So here I thought I was embarking on a very informative and interesting journal, only to find out not so much. So as it stands right now, Alaska, Alabama, California, and now Maine, out of 4 states, Alabama's absentee voter process is the most complicated. It remains to be seen if it will remain that way or if I'll find a state that matches Alabama or supersedes it. I hope you'll come with me, follow me on this journey. It'll be a lot easier if you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when I'm doing the other state. My goal is to get these done in the next few days so that notaries in these states are up to date and know what to do, which brings me to my closing comment. What this has reminded me of, my little soiree with absentee voting laws, is how important it is for notaries to stay current and up to date on their individual state notary laws. So important. And if you are a notary from any of these 4 states, Alaska, Alabama, California, and Maine, and you had no idea of the changes or the requirements, do me a favor, mention that in the comments below. I want to feel as if maybe one of these videos helps somebody out. I hope I'm not the only one who was unaware of all these changes. So moving on, the next state I'm going to check out. It's not on my original list, but oh, there it is. There it is. All right, give me a moment. Is that next? I think that's next. Can you guess what's next? Yeah, Mississippi. Mississippi. I think Mississippi is going to, yeah. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in and make it a great day.